Hey, welcome back to my channel. I have so much to share with you. So when you're thrifting, the key is that you look at every shelf, top and bottom, and of course on the end caps. I spotted this tray. I really liked it because it had all these beautiful colors. This would actually be really cool in my house in Mexico. So I did nab it, and then I got this little box because I live by the water on a peninsula, and so anything nautical is pretty popular. I saw these, but I thought the shape of it was really funky, even though there was a whole set, so I passed on those. I didn't pick up any wood items this time. So, you know, sometimes you find something, sometimes you don't. Kind of like this one for my niece's room, and I do regret not getting it because I thought that one was pretty cool. Glass, 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 and then these little chrome candlesticks. So I think they have kind of a mid-century modern vibe, and I couldn't see when I was in the store, but they are actually dated from the 1990s, so not close to mid-century modern, but I still like the shape of them. This little trivet basket, I couldn't decide which one it really was. Actually, it's both. I had a lot of fun like folding it, unfolding it, folding it, which was a little difficult to do with just one hand. Then this particular clock I grabbed because even though it is a reproduction, I love that pressed tin. I think it would look really cool in a farmhouse. So last week, I actually went up to see my daughter in Arlington, Washington. And even though she loves thrifting, she has everything she needs, but I did convince her to go up to a little town on the way to the Cascades called Monroe, Washington. And we kind of dinked around there, but on the way out, we actually hit an estate sale. It was their third week of having the sale, so it was kind of slim pickings, but I did pick up some pretty cool items. And then from there, which by the way, I'm kicking myself because I get so excited when I go to a great garage sale or estate sale that I forget to actually film any video for you. So I have to get better at that. Anyways, from there we went to a thrift store and I found more great items, so I can't wait to show you. First up is this tray. So I really feel like this is kind of a boho, a little bit of mid-century, but mostly a boho video, which, you know, for me, I love all genres, honestly. I get excited about everything from the, you know, early Victorian era all the way through the 1970s. So I love this little tray. It's so cute. It's got 3 parrots. It kind of looks like it was hand painted. But I just thought I could just imagine somebody serving lemonade on it somewhere in Florida, which is why I'm going to put it up in our online shops. And I'll probably price it at $30 because it's not super like heavy or, you know, extremely ornate. So I think $30 is fair for it. I saw this and I grabbed it instantly. I've never seen one before and it just brings back memories of my childhood. So look at that. It's a Tang picture. Like, do you know what Tang is? Maybe I need to ask that first. So if you don't know what Tang is, it was an orange flavored powder drink that was popular in the 70s, and their claim to fame was that the astronauts in space drank it. And so anyways, when I saw this, I had to grab it. I can't imagine there's a ton of these. I never remember seeing these anywhere. Because of that reason, I'll probably mark it at $40, $45, but it's super unusual, very 70s. Can't wait to post it and see who actually picks it up. So these came as a set, and they're obviously very mid-century inspired, or they're from the mid-century. They actually say Studio 6078. Oh, they got a date. So they're not quite mid-century. They're from 1994, but they definitely have that feel to them. I will definitely post these on online, and I will put $35 for the set, and we'll see if somebody else thinks they're also mid-century modern. Remember I said that, well, I'm sure I said this multiple times, I'm always picking up barware wherever I go. And it seems like we sell more barware as we go into summer than we do in winter, maybe because people are entertaining more. And I certainly hope that we get to do a ton of entertaining this week. So look at these. These are so cute. They're so petite. They're tiny. I love this yellow color. I picked up a set of 4, and I will price these at $30. And I may put them online just to see how they do, mostly because our store is already jam-packed with barware, drinkware, in anticipation of people buying it, as like I said, as we go into summer. Then these are very beautiful, very sophisticated. So there are these little goblets, and I guess, you know, what would you pour in here? Like whiskey, maybe bourbon, some kind of fancy liquor, right? Or you can use them as parfait glasses. So I picked up a set of 6 of these, 6 or 8, and I will mark them at $40 to $45. These will go to the store mainly because these are much more delicate, they're bigger, and I don't want to ship them. I don't want them to break. That's heartbreaking when that happens. I picked up this cute little basket. I actually picked it up for my niece, who is moving with my mom to the condo that I was helping, or that I decorated for her. And I don't even know when they're moving, but her room is going to be boho with like orange and brown and kind of that pinkish sandstone color. And we're going to do a basket wall. So I thought that was super cute. Let's see what else. So knitting, I'm thinking it's still in style. It was in style a couple of years ago. So I was super excited when I ran into this, which is a knitting basket. And yes, knitting baskets are cool, but what I really thought was cool was the fabric. So the fabric is very boho, right? So not only can you be in style by being a knitter, but if you're into boho, this makes the perfect basket, right? Because I doubt there's very many of them that would go with like that boho decor. So I really liked it. I mean, you could put other things in there, magazines, etc., but it's really made for knitting. So my daughter told me that butterflies are in. Boom! Are these not the sweetest little butterfly tins? They're solid brass, and there's 2 of them. They're so adorable. I just thought they were so cute. I think these are gonna sell really, really quickly. They were probably made in India. I'm sure they were. I think that there's a sticker, made in India. But you know, butterflies were also really in the 70s, so it's no surprise that they're in style now because boho is such an in style genre. So I will put 20 on this one, I will put 30 on this one, and they will both go online. This next item I want to show you is very, very special. So I typically don't deal in vintage clothing. Not that I don't love it, but you need a lot of space to carry vintage clothing. But I could not resist this. I'll put it on the mannequin and get a picture for you so you can see it up close. But I got this at a thrift store, and at first I thought it was a reproduction of a 70s style dress with the daisies. But then I looked at the tag. It says Nat Kaplan, and I was like, wow, Nat Kaplan Couture. And I'm like, wow, is that really vintage? And you know, then I'm like, well, you know, it could be a reproduction tag too. But underneath the tag is another tag that is a union label, UFC LGWU, which really tells me it is very, very vintage, straight out of the 70s. And honestly, it doesn't look like it's ever been worn. It is so pretty. And I mean, I was just amazed that it was still hanging on, you know, on the hanger in the thrift store. So I was happy to pick this up. Because it is in mint condition, I will probably put, you know, anywhere between 80 to like 125. And if it doesn't sell online, I'll put it in my store. So it seems like whenever we put anything on our mannequins in the store, we sell that item. So that's kind of cool considering we have 4 mannequins in the store. The other popular decorating trick that I'm seeing in a lot of YouTube videos is using books for display items and to give height to like a vignette. So I got this pile of books, and now I can't even remember exactly where I got these, but I love the colors of them. They're very kind of boho colors. It's like mustard, green, and then this little set I would probably sell in the store for $20–25 for the set of 3. Another green one, another kind of brownish one. So they're really pretty to set in a bookcase, to, you know, you put a little decor item there. I just love using books for decoration. So anyways, we typically list or we typically price books at the store anywhere between like $10 and $20 is the average, unless they're extremely unusual, and then they may be more, but that's a typical price. Something like this, I would probably price at $10. This is so boho. I saw this on the shelf at the thrift store, and at first I thought it was just a trivet, a very intricate, like double-edged trivet. But then I realized that you pull the handle and it becomes a basket. See that? Isn't that cool? So down it goes, trivet, up it goes, basket. I mean, it's not a very big basket, so I'm thinking it's really more of a decorative item. I would actually leave it as a trivet, but I thought it was super cool. The wood is beautiful. It could have come maybe from like the Philippines. That's what I'm thinking. Maybe India, but it maybe Philippines. I don't know. If somebody knows, you can comment below. But I think it's gorgeous. I'm gonna put it online, and I'm gonna put $45 on it, and we'll see how it does. So I am a huge believer in the law of attraction, and I really believe that what you focus on is what comes to be. And so isn't it interesting how that works when you're a reseller and you're out thrifting all the time, going to garage sales and estate sales? So I had actually picked up a big set of green chairs, and they were super cool, very high backed, and they sold within a couple of weeks. then I replaced those chairs with, what do you know, another set of green chairs with really high backs. So the odds that I found like 2 sets of chairs that were very similar was astounding. So those actually just sold this last weekend, and so I had to replace them, and wow, I cannot even believe the third set of chairs are also green. They have super high backs. Also, they're gigantic. All 3 sets of chairs were gigantic. And this is my third set of green chairs. Unbelievable. So, and I've been like slinging furniture for days now. Like we've done so well this month at our store, selling a ton of furniture, which always makes me really happy. I think people are out spending their stimulus money actually, and I'm very grateful for that. So it was no probably coincidence that I picked up a third silver bread basket. So this is my third one in probably 3 weeks now. I still have yet to shine up the other ones with silver polish, but I get the feeling that this one's also silver plated. But I like it because it's more intricate than the other ones, even though I think the other ones are really popular. People specifically look for that style. I like this one better actually. I think it's so cool. So I'm gonna shine it up and I'm gonna put it online. So I'm gonna put 30 bucks on it, and I have, like I said, have yet to shine up the other 2, but I need to just do all 3 of them at once. Am I making an assumption that everybody knows what a TV tray is? So I don't know if I can make that assumption anymore, because I haven't seen any TV trays in a really long time. So it was interesting at that garage or that estate sale, they actually had 2 TV trays. So you would put the tray here, right? And then you would eat in front of the TV, and everybody had these in their homes. And when I saw that, I'm like, oh, you know what? Those are really boho colors, and maybe somebody would like those. Unfortunately, I didn't notice this, and maybe it happened in transit, but the little holders actually fell off, and I don't know how to replace them. So this might just wind up being a tray. Last but not least, so at that estate sale, I walked through the whole house, and the last room happened to have these hanging on the windows. And so I asked them if I could buy them, and they asked me to make them an offer, and I said 10 bucks. And so they took it. But look, oh my God. This is a glamorous. So they moved into so it was the daughters that are having the estate sale. Apparently they moved into that house in 1973, and I would venture to say that these probably hung in there since 1973. I washed them all. There's 4 panels, and they're very large panels. So I'm gonna list them at $150 for the lot of 4. They will definitely go online, and you know, I envy people that could sew, because there's so many things that you can do with this. I mean, you could literally recover a couch with these gigantic panels. So again, beautiful fabric. I was so excited to bring it home, and you know, it's not perfect. I mean, most of it is perfect, but down like on the hems, there's some wear and some sun fading and a little bit of like mold marks, but so you can't use the bottom part, but there's still a heck of a lot of fabric for somebody to make something really fantastic out of them. So that's it for me. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you have a wonderful Easter if you celebrate Easter with your family or your friends. It's springtime here, and that makes everybody in the Pacific Northwest happy, since we have to spend so much of our time in the gray weather. But as usual, I wish you all the luck when you're out thrifting, that the thrifting gods are with you wherever you go, and that you find some fabulous items. So until next week, I will talk to you later.